What's up? My name is Colby Sharp. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Parma, Michigan. I recently attended a Scholastic Reading Summit and bought a whole bunch of books. I'm going to share them with you today in this video. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so one of the best parts about a Scholastic Reading Summit is all of the books that they have. They have an amazing book fair set up. But it's like crazy awesome because there are all these additional tables. Like Mr. Shu has his own table and Donald Miller has her own table. They have other tables for all of the speakers. So they're just tremendous. There's a tremendous amount of books. And I spent way too much money. I got way too many books. Not possible to get too many books. So I'm going to share those books with you now. The first box is actually just contains 2 box sets of the entire Harry Potter series. And I got 2 of these. One for my classroom because I only have like bits and pieces of this series. When I taught 3rd grade, maybe like one kid would read it. And moving to 5th grade, you can't get all of the books all at once. So I didn't do a very good job of getting the Harry Potter books. Plus we have these in our library. So I didn't buy them. But I did now. So I have one set for my classroom and one set for my son, Breslin, because Breslin is madly in love with the series, and I don't think he'll reread it. He's not really the rereading of novels type of kid, but with how much that series impacted him in 5th grade, I felt like he needed a series to himself. That's box 1. Let's go on to box 2. All right, box number 2 is filled with amazing books. I'm just going to go through really quick each one and tell you maybe why I bought it. First up, Refugee. Read this book aloud last year. It was super popular. My kids were mesmerized by this story, so I figured you could never have enough copies of an amazing book. Finding Colby, the true story of one little dog's big journey. I've never heard of this book, but kids love dogs, kids love true stories. Sounded like a winner. Had to get a couple of Jason Reynolds books, The Long Way Down. Sorry, not The Long Way. Long Way Down. I bought this book for my wife's classroom library. She is a high school chemistry teacher, and she needed this book. Also had to get Miles Morales, Spider-Man by Jason Reynolds. I listened to the audio of this book. It was phenomenal. Excited to have a copy for readers. Catherine Applegate's The Endling. Amazing first book in this new trilogy. Bix is an amazing, unforgettable character. Really excited to have this beautiful new book in my classroom library in the fall. A couple copies of Rebound by Kwame Alexander. I actually just put one outside in our school's little free library for a kid to take, but needed an additional copy in my classroom because this popular is on fire! Super hot! Next up, Me, Frida, and the Secret of the Peacock Ring. I have not read this book, but Donald Miller has been saying amazing things about it, so I wanted to add this to my to-read pile so I could get it read this summer before the kids come back in the fall. Ranger in Time. I didn't have the D-Day Battle on the Beach. Love the series by Kate Messner. And I just needed this one, so got always trying to complete those series. Next up is a book for me, The Teacher, 180 Days by Kelly Gallagher and Penny Kittle. They're just so smart, and I can learn so much from them, even though they're both high school teachers. So Penny just got a job teaching college. Congrats on the new gig, Miss Kittle. Seemed like a book that I could get a lot out of. We can learn so much from amazing teachers. Excited to dig into this one. It's so beautifully designed. Nice job, Heinemann. Thumbs up. Next up, The Serpent's Secret. A lot of friends online have been talking about this one. Haven't had a chance to read it. I think I have a copy, but, you know, it was there. It was shiny. It's at the Reading Summit, so I just bought another one. Next up, the first 4 books in the Babysitters Club series. They had like this deal. I have all of these books. I probably have 2 copies of all of these books, but the kids just read these so much that I'm trying to plan ahead because I know they're going to fall apart or disappear. These are the ones illustrated by Raina Telgemeier. Also got another copy of Roller Girl. Some of these books you just got to keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. Don't feel bad that it gets destroyed. Feel good because that means it was loved by a kid. And then finally, Big Cat, Little Cat, Caldecott honor-winning book. Beautiful book. I didn't have a copy for my classroom. Problem solved. All right, that's box 2. 1 box to go. Let's move these back in. Autographed copies of Dogman. Can never have enough copies of Dogman. I have all of them. Just keep buying them. If they're gonna fall apart. More replacements. Raina Telgemeier, the GOAT. Another replacement. Gotta have another copy of Swing It Sunny. Love me some Home. A lot of people have been saying really good things about this book. I have a copy, now I have two. I need to read it. So that's what you do, like when you go to these things with all these books and people are talking about books, you buy books that you already had. But if it's that good, kids are going to want to read it. Love Sugar Magic and a Dash of Trouble. Another one that I'm getting a second copy. I teach multiple sections, 2 sections of language arts. And this book was very loved by one of my students in my morning class, but it took her a little while to read it. And then she forgot it at home a bunch, so it never got into the afternoon class. So always good to have multiple copies, especially when you teach multiple sections of students. Wings of Fire, the graphic novel, one of the most popular book series in my classroom. The graphic novels really brought a lot of new readers into the series, and they continued on in books 2 through 10. Book 11, I believe, just came out. More Jason Reynolds, because he's awesome and his books are super popular in my classroom. Next up, you know, gotta have all the Dogmans, gotta have multiple copies, especially the beginning of a new school year. These books are gonna be super popular as kids are getting back into the groove. Dogman. I did not have Grand Canyon by Jason Chin, another Caldecott Honor Winning book that I loved. Now I have a copy for my classroom. I, of course, had a copy of Crown, but I needed another one with the stickers. Seriously, look how beautiful that is. All right, Shaking Things Up. I can't remember if I had a copy or not. And I can't get into my classroom because the floors are being waxed. So now I have another copy or a first copy. This book is hard to not buy. I don't think it matters how many copies you have because you can just always give it to someone else because it's just magical. And so I had to get another copy. Same thing with this one. I just love this book so much. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, 2018 picture books drawn together by Min and Dan. Just, it's so beautiful. Check out the case. Oh! What if, like, this book just begs to be read aloud to anyone who enjoyed the creativity project that I helped put together. What if? Absolutely stunning book. I love it so much. That's it, folks. That's all the books that I bought at the Scholastic Reading Summit. I would love to know what books you're buying. I have one more Scholastic Reading Summit to attend, and I'm going to need to buy some more books. So let me know down in the comments below, what other books do I need to buy? What books are amazing? What books are lighting your heart on fire and the hearts of your readers on fire? Thank you so much for tuning in. Have an awesome-tastic day, and happy reading.